Welcome back to episode 18. Can you believe it? 18 episodes of Albert Engel and his road to the world tour and the next Eddy Merckx in the world tour. Last episode, let's get some music on. Last episode, we covered the Tour de Rwanda. Rwanda? Yeah. Which we won 4 stages of GC and KOM. Obviously, young riders as well. We're only 20 years of age, so we'll be winning young riders for quite some time, I think. And in this episode, we're going to cover the Classic Bruges de Pain, which is our first World Tour race of the season and our career, I believe. Yeah, it's the first ever World Tour race of Engel's career. And the Eschborn Frankfurt, which is our first objective of the season to do. I don't know what in. You don't get to find that out, but to do it, just to do it. As you can see, our qualities are good for hills, good for mountains, and good for TTs, aka a very good GC rider. Right, let's jump forward a little bit. All right, we've leveled up for the end of the month. Well, not leveled up, sorry. We've got 50 XP for the end of the month on our way to level 11. Good to see. Bora is doing quite well on the World Tour at the moment. Kwiatkowski and Skoijens and Thiessen all out injured. Unfortunately, I don't think we have many strong team. Like for me to hope to get someone, I don't have many strong teammates for me to hope that we have on the team. We really need to move teams. Like this is not the level of team we need to support us in these bigger races. Like I can't imagine what we're going to do in the Dauphiné. We're just going to have to hope. Really, we're just going to have to hope. Unfortunately, I'm fixed to this team for a season, but next season for sure. Frankie Vandenbroek won the Milano Torino. Yeah, he won the Milano Torino. That's cool to see. Over Bjerg. Nice. He's got a good story, Frankie Vandenbroek. Oh, Jonathan Milan won San Remo over Groeschwagen. And I didn't catch who third was. All right, here we are at the Classic Bruges de Pain. It's pancake flat, so I don't really see how this suits us. Obviously, we're not on the favorite sheet. I don't know who in the team we're going to be riding for. Because I guess Fortin. Yeah, it's about the best we got. Yeah, it's probably we're going to be riding for Fortin, I reckon. All right, here we are, the Classic Bruges, the Belgian race. It is Engel's first World Tour race of the season. So he's got the goal of being a puncher. Let's move him up to the front and try and get him in the break in the final 140 Ks. This is a 213K stage. We're going to go on the EB straight away, I think. Let's see if Engel can get himself into his first early break of his career. We've got Lewis as well back there trying to attack. It doesn't look likely that we're going to get away. Hang on, let's up Engel so he doesn't get dropped. And we'll just watch back there for a minute. It doesn't look like they're happy with Engel being in the break. It doesn't seem that way at all. We've got... they've only got really 40 seconds over the peloton here. It doesn't seem like it's going to be Engel to get in the breakaway. Let's just jump ahead, see. Oh, no, they are. They're going to let it go. Okay, great. It's out to 3 minutes. All right, there we go. We managed to get away. Perfect. Happy, happy days. So this is actually Engel's first... it's his first ever early breakaway. It's his first breakaway of his career. So first World Tour race, first actual breakaway. Cool to see. Let's get him a little bit more energy back, and then we'll just sit on 4x for a little bit. Might have to up our effort a little bit here. We want to be a valuable member of the breakaway. Alright, so let's get our way much further in. We're going to just match the efforts of the group, basically. So for people watching that don't know how this works, essentially when you're in a breakaway, you get kind of what the other people are doing. So you've got to keep your efforts somewhere in this window. That's roughly what their efforts look like. And then it tells you what other people are doing. So he's Giddich is a bit cooked. No, he's not. He's now relaying normally. We might up our effort a little bit further as well. It looks like the peloton has decided to crank their pace up. So at least we're getting our team objective. There we go, we're at 25%. You see it here. So our objective is to be in the breakaway for at least 70Ks of the last 140K. So we should tick that off. Might just up our effort a little bit further again. Alright, so we've got 80K to go here. We've ticked over half of our objective. Oh, we're almost at 100% of our objective, which is awesome. Love to see it. Grab more biddens. Alright, so we've ticked off our objective for the race. That's good to see. Let's limit our effort a little bit in this group. Still got over 2.5 minutes, but it looks like the peloton is really woken up now. Yeah, they've really ramped. All right, let's get ourselves up into the 80s as well and try and dig a bit deep into the stage. Everyone's getting a little bit cooked. Yeah, the breakaway is going to start falling apart here, I think. We've got 30K to go, a minute 30 over the pack. Obviously, this is where it starts to really bite in any early breakaway. No one's working with us now. We might ease our effort up a little bit then. Yeah, no one's, looks like no one's really going to work with us. We'll take our gel and we'll ease our effort back. We're about to get caught anyway. 50 seconds. Oh, it was a successful break. Good to see. Someone's attacking from behind. It is a Warsh, I don't know how to say his name. Rorenstold, the Uno X rider. He's a powerful sprinter, I believe. We're going to try to grab his wheel. Oh, Bertoli's here as well. There you go. Let's sit on Wout and see what we do. Jordy Moose is here. Who else is here? They got Fabio Jakobsen. Fretton. Penhoet. Brennan. Euskaltel rider. Doesn't really seem like many other big riders. Wout's the big favourite. Ben Healy's here. So we've just grabbed Wout's wheel and see how deep we can go into the final. We haven't really grabbed Wout wheel. Wow, oh geez, Wout's wheel. Jasper's here. Philipson. Alright, we're into the final 5. Get up on the Wout's wheel, if you can. I think he's just too boxed. Alright, well, are we going to hold on for like a top 15-ish, maybe? Maybe. 15th? 16th. He be for what, like 200K, call it, and 16th. That's not a shocking outing for Engel in his first World Tour race. But it was Tim Tottenberg that got the win over Brennan. Philipson in 3rd, with Fabio Jakobsen and Wout making up the top 5. Unlikely winner, I'd say. Tottenberg, Arkea's sprinter. Looks like Philipson just mistimed his sprint, did he? Or did he get boxed? Looks like he just mistimed his sprint. So there he is, Tim Tottenberg from Arkea on the podium. Let's see his stats. That's curious how he got the win there. He's young, but he's very quick by the looks of that. We don't know much about Matthew Brennan just yet, but obviously Philipson's like the world's quickest sprinter. So for him to get rolled there, that's a massive shock. All right, so what did the manager make of that? So that was our first World Tour race. We ticked off the main goal, which was EB for 70K in the final. Nice. All right. Let's just jump in and get a quick look at other races that have been on. Oh, the Alua Tour. Who won it? Because it's got a couple hillier stages. Alexander Kemp from Tarangu Cycling. Really? Must have went in an early breakaway and just no one paid attention. Who won Cadell's? Tim Thorn Turchenberg. So he's on a very hot start at the start of the season. So Jonathan Milano won over Groishwagen, and Michels was in third. Matteo Moschetti, Phil Borhaus making up the top 5. Any major shocks? Corbin Strong up there for EF. So Corbin's moved to EF. And Garner was up there as well. Alright, let's get into our next race of the season. Alright, so we're doing a better job this year of managing our tiredness. So Engel's entering a break right now. Last season, our big takeaway was we just did way too much training, way too many race days. So whilst it was a good season, it was successful, we cooked ourselves. There we go, we're almost at level 11 too. Awesome. So yeah, this season, same thing. He's taking a week break right here. This is his kind of mid-season break, and then he's going to take another break after the Dauphiné as well. He's got a few objectives in the back half of the year is the key reason why. So let's keep trekking onwards to his first objective of the year, which is the German race. Oh, here we go. We get to start picking which teams are interested in it. So we got a couple World Tour teams a little interested. Jayco, DSM, Israel, and Uno X. Continental Pro or Pro Conti teams, Arkea, Total Energies, Astana, Cofidis, Tudor, Q365, Corotec, Euskadi, Bardiani. Every Pro Conti team's interested in us at least. I mean, we're really going to go up to World Tour, aren't we? But I don't like any of these teams. Jayco? I mean, DSM, I guess. Yeah. We'll flag ourselves to DSM for the time being. Alright. We've got to hit accept to that. Reminder that the interest period is opened. And jump on back forward. So yeah, you can see tiredness is back at 0. Our fitness did deplete a bit, but that's okay. We'll get some training going, and yeah, we'll build nicely here. All right, let's grab a quick look at some results here now that we've landed on the homepage. So I don't particularly love how this works, the way you can filter through results, but that's okay. We've got Tour of Alps on at the moment. Amstel, there we go. So Giulio Ciccone won the Amstel Gold. Big win for him, the Italian, from Nelson Powless and Jonathan Navarez from Ineos in third. Big win for Ciccone there. Redlands is on. I called this race out last season as well. It's a good Conti race. Not many people would know of it unless you're a Yank or you had to race it, which I had to race it, so that's how I know it. But it's hard. I reckon it's one of the US's hardest races. What else was on? Anything to call out? I can't see any of the Flemish classics. Oh, here we go. Roubaix was won by Ghana. Whoa, big shock there. Shock winner, although his cobble is at 77, so he's obviously been working on it in the background. Turning into that Fabian Cancellara rider in his older career from Stefan Kung and Lawrence Piffy. So he's backed up his good season from last year and got himself on the podium at Roubaix. Stefan Kung there in second, obviously working on his cobble as well. Fred Wright was up there. Is there a Wout or a Matthew Van Der Poel, or what's going on? No, I can't see either. That's a massive shock. And can we see Flesh Wallon then, maybe? On the Tour of Flanders for this season from Wout van Aert and Ben Turner. So Ben Turner had a pretty good classic season by the looks of it. Wout was up there. No Van Der Poel again. is there a reason why he didn't do it? Ah, he broke his arm. Why did he not show up in the infirmary? So did he get to do any major races for the season or no? No. Start of May is due to return. Alright, let's keep the fast forward going. His fitness is building nicely. He's almost at 90%. He's going to be peaking for Dauphiné. Alright. Engel has leveled up to level 11. What does he get? Just a skill point. That's a shame. What should we... Oh, we got 2. What should we go to? We're saying XP potentially. Training or fitness peak, maybe not a bad shout either. We might go XP for the time being, I think. Awesome. All right, let's keep... Oh, hang on. We got to update our team situation. Wait, what? Yeah, go to the contract page. There we go. All right. Anybody else interested? No, just DSM still. All right, let's get them very high on us. Look, at a minimum, we're going to be going World Tour. At a minimum, we have to be in the World Tour next season. Have we got more points? We do, but Liège has already been on, so we missed that. Unfortunately, we wanted to do it, but yeah. Are there any more races we could maybe look to do? Could do this, which is 11 stage race in Portugal. Although I'm remembering my comments about doing too many races. So we'll park it. Just keep going with the plan. Alright, so you can see this is our first objective for the season. Eschborn, Frankfurt. Couple rollers early on, but I think they're a little bit too early to really, kind of change the dynamic of the race. Vosges is going to go on the break. I actually did not pay attention to what our strategy was. We're an outside puncher. So goals to get in the top 50 and try and get in a breakaway of over 60k in the final 120. Alright, well, we'll stay attentive to any breaks, but I think that's going to be difficult. We've got Niehaus here with us. Ah, Lucas Hamilton moved to Total Energies. Right, I didn't grow up racing. It was always the year younger than me, but I raced his older brother, I think, from memory. Although I don't think they were related. I think I just had the same surname or something. I can't remember. Alright, we've got the Feldberg we're about to come on to. 4.9% average for 12k. We better adjust our effort accordingly. There we go. Alright, here we are. We're at the Feldberg. Let's get ourselves a bit more along and see how we go. Oh, they got Zwiehoff at Jayco. I think he's their IRL, Zwiehoff is. Well, some of the packs have been updating. Nice. So DSM are on their Scots. That's cool. I'm glad I picked DSM now. As the team we're trying to get on. We can have a custom bike. Yeah, there's the factors. Q365 should have their Scots. Jumbo's got their Specialized. That's cool. Nice. Love that. Let's get ourselves back to Engel instead of bike looking. Alright, let's not much has really happened in this race. Our 2 riders ahead are still going well. Vosges is up there. We're tracking along pretty nicely. Alright, here we are. We've got 60k left, which means we're not going to tick off our goal, but hard to see how we were going to tick off our goal, really. It's a World Tour race. Jonathan Milan's here. Who is the outright favourite? Philipsen. Milan's bloody quick. His sprint is just so strong. We got Dali, Moose, Vernon. This is a stacked field. All right, let's make sure that Engel is nice and tentative to anything that goes up this one. I just think that these final 2 climbs are a little bit too far from the finish to be anything, can't they? Like, yeah, you can make them hard, but at the end of the day, Philipsen can make it over a couple little rollers. I mean, they're hard, but yeah. Yeah, it's going fine. Alright, well, that's the climbing of the day done. The pack split a little there briefly, but didn't do anything, unfortunately. There's a little break kind of forming off the front. Lemmy Kemner's there. Get to profile. Here we go. We got Zimmerman. He was riding for us last year. How did we let him go? Kemner and Roosh. It's all German affair at the front of the race. They are absolutely on a charge to bring it back, though. Oh, Skiljamo's as well has gone nice and early. All right. Here we are, the final 20 Ks of the stage. We've got a few trains forming with Alperson super motivated with Jesper Philipsen in the team. Crawl Anderson is playing bodyguard. Where is Milan? He's floating as well. He wants Philipsen's wheel. Everyone wants Philipsen's wheel. Niehaus is up here. Lewis is on actually a pretty good day, but none of our guys just have that firepower to do much realistically. Like, how's Nias going? Eisenbath, Martin. All right, so we're gonna get. Well, should we try it? A sprint train? There's no harm in trying it. Let's get on Boldinger. You get on Lewis. Get on Eisenbath. Get on Niehaus. And then Niehaus can go effort. Probably around 88. And then Vosges can get on my wheel. On Engel's wheel. He's out on his own though. What's going on there? Hang on, let's fix this up. Alright, Engel onto Martin. Martin onto Boldinger. Boldinger onto Lewis. Onto Eisenbath. Onto Niehaus. Onto effort. There we go. Kind of want to get him a bit close. He hasn't got that much energy. Matej Mohoric is trying to get away. Gonna be a tricky one still, isn't it? Get Niehaus gassing a bit. Well, we got Engel's. Well, Engel's the only rider here anyway. So there's not much point. Like, he's just going to deliver him into a good spot. We got 8k to go. We really need our team. Here they come. Okay, cool. Niehaus is about to be cooked. Where's Eisenbath? He's almost there. Alright, we're going to have to get you going next. You're going to have to sit up. Go backwards. Alright. Got Eisenbath into position. Matej Mohoric is very motivated to go. We've got Lewis ready to take up the charge. Yep. Next up, let's go. 5k left. Eisenbath out of the way. Nice. Boldinger dropped the wheel a little bit. That's going to hurt. I'm going to have to go with Martin, I think. Yep. Yep. Martin next up. Let's get Lewis out of the way. And also Boldinger. And then let's get Engel on the charge here. I mean, on his thingo. What do you call it? His energy gel. And start the sprint with Martin. We're going to have to hopefully be able to... Is Michael Matthews riding for Jayco? Or... Oh, yeah. Okay, so can we switch... Hang on, let's see what's going on. We're going to have to switch Walshard. I think we're going to have to switch on the Walshard's wheel. Okay, follow Walshard through. It's not going well there. It's gone really bad. We've gone blocked massively. Massive block. Who's going to get that win? It's Milan from Greuscheigen. Maybe Philipsen? Nah, oh, jeez, I've said his name horribly. Groenewegen from Philipsen and Mikkels. We are going to get 12th? 15th? It's 19th. Unlucky for... Engel there in the final. He just got blocked. Just that, I mean, picked the wrong wheel. Should we have stuck with Martin? Probably not. He was dying, but what can you really do? We're also not a sprinter. We're going up against World Tour riders, so that's another problem. All right, so Groenewegen getting his win there from Philipsen Michels. Pretty controversial rider, Groenewegen. I'm not a big fan of him. I don't really think he should be in the sport. Borhaus and Milan taking out the podium. Whose wheel did we choose to grab there in the final? Like it was, Welshard. I mean, it was the right idea. He let out the winner, but just didn't play out. All right, that's it for episode 18, guys. So you can see we did get our top our top 50. We actually got a top 20. We're meant to go into EB, but we didn't. But manager's pretty happy with us. We're at 83% currently. Catch us next episode. I always get that wrong. Next episode for the Tour of Norway, followed by the Dauphiné. Next episode will be the Tour of Norway, and then we'll be doing the Dauphiné afterwards. Those are our 2 objectives of the season as well. Just a reminder, that is these 2 here. So we're ticking off 2 of our big objectives. I mean, this was also an objective we just did. Would you say it went well? Hard to say. All right, peace out, guys. Catch you next time.